Guys, I just received my biggest Robinhood dividend payday ever. 23 paychecks. This is what that feels like.
Take me to your heart. I belong to you.
Oh wow, that's really good. That's really neat. Welcome back, guys. Happy Monday. My name is still Andrei Jikh. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, and maybe you're 40, maybe you just turned 50 and you're like, you know, I kind of suck with money, then you've come to the right place. And in today's video, I want to share with you exactly which companies pay me their dividend. Now, if you guys are wondering, what the heck is a dividend? Well, a dividend is a promise to investors that a company is going to pay money for just holding a stock. You don't have to do anything special for this money. You just hold the stock by what's called the ex-dividend date. So when a company announces its dividend, if you hold that stock by that date, it will pay you just for holding it. And these companies can do this because they're so profitable, they don't know what to do with the amount of money that they have. So that's their way of saying, guys, thank you so much for your support. Even if you gave us more money, we still don't know what to do with it. So here's some cash and go buy yourself something nice. There is a catch though, and that is a dividend is not a contract. You are not legally owed dividends, but the best of companies, like the ones I'll be mentioning in this video, have paid their dividend and even increased it throughout the ups and downs of the market. We'll even be buying a stock that pays dividends later in the video. So if all of that sounds fun and you guys want to learn how to get paid while you sleep, because who doesn't, then subscribe, smash the like button, 2019 style, so I don't starve to death, and let's get started. Okay, so opening up my Robinhood account, I can see that on July 1st, I got 3 dividend payments, and they are from PPL, which is $17.33. They pay quarterly. And then the second one is KO, or Coca-Cola, and that company actually made it into my top 7 dividend companies that you guys want to own. It's one of my last videos that I did. Go check that out. And KO is paying me $20. I also own 50 shares for context, and they pay me 40 cents per share. So in case I don't say this for every company, you guys can see all the info on the left-hand side where I reference it. So also the third company is GPC, or Genuine Parts, and that's also another company that I mentioned in my top 7, and both of those companies have paid their dividend and increased it for the last 50 years, which is just absolutely insane. I need to pump up my numbers. Those are rookie numbers. They only paid me $3.05. I need more GPC in my life. The next paycheck I got was from Eastman Chemical on July 5th for $1.86. Pretty low, but then on July 10th made me really happy because I got paid 3 times, again, a whopping $114 from Philip Morris.
You just lost a subscriber because you invest in immoral companies.
Well, let me play the world's smallest whatever this is for you. That's from the Inception movie. You guys remember this? Sorry, I had to sit through that. GlaxoSmithKline, GSK, paid me a Happy Meal. I should be happy because they paid me a Happy Meal's worth of $4.65. And July 12th more than made up for it because I got paid 3 times yet again, guys. The Holy Trinity. I got paid $18.63 from DIN, which they own IHOP. That's neat because, guys, I know I've eaten at least $18 worth of pancakes at IHOP, and now they're paying me that back. I will gladly take it. Thank you, DIN. And the other companies that paid me is Omnicom. They paid $4.55, and Ventas, or VTR, paid me $8.72. And then I didn't receive any paychecks until July 15th. And I got paid not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 times or 5 times. Well, actually, yes, 5 times. I got paid 5 times 4 of which were actually REITs. And as an investor, I don't actually own any real estate. I don't own a house because I don't want to be called at 1 a.m. and be like, hello, can you repair my toilet? My stocks don't do that. However, I still own real estate through what are called REITs. Anyway, 4 REITs paid me this time, and one of which, O Realty, actually paid me $10.65 this month, and they pay monthly. However, not all REITs pay monthly, just some of them, and some of them pay quarterly. The next one is another REIT, which is WPC, and they paid me $74.45. So as you guys can see, it's a larger payout, but those guys don't pay on a monthly basis. They pay quarterly. That's why the payout is so much larger. Another REIT paid me is Stag, and it gave me $5.96. And then lastly, PEB, or Pebblebrook Hotel Trust, paid $22.80, and they pay quarterly as well. So those are all REITs, and you guys can see some REITs pay quarterly, some pay monthly. Imagine being paid 5 times a day. It's exhausting. Not. And then on July 19th, I got paid by OZK, which is a bank. And I want to say Bank of Ozark. I know it's not Ozark. I'm just confusing it with the show. I haven't seen the show. Is it any good? Should I watch it? I don't know. They paid me just $2.40. And then Cisco quarterly payments paid me $8.75 on the 24th. And guys, this next part is a little embarrassing, but I want to show you anyway, because when I was younger, I used to sleep with all of them. When I say younger, I mean yesterday. So anyway, Disney paid me $29.04. Lastly, I got 2 sets of paychecks from CLDT and GEO worth $17.60 and $13.44 respectively. And I also got paid $56.17 from Bank of Nova Scotia and $12.13 from Gap. So if you've made it this far, I got paid $1,712 in dividends just for the month of July. That's not the whole thing. I didn't include it, but if you guys want to see all of my income statements, that would be on Patreon. And the next part, I'm going to show you exactly how I got here. Okay, so now let's buy a stock. I'll also be using Robinhood this time, and I'm going to basically recreate how I grew my passive income to this point. Right now, the stock that I'm going to be taking a look at is CMI. But just a little bit about the stock itself. CMI is actually yielding a dividend of 3.5%, and their ex-dividend date is August 20th. So if you own this stock by August 20th, it will actually pay you on September 3rd, which is nice. Now, the other thing is their dividend safety score, according to Simply Safe Dividends, is 98. That suggests that even when the stock market crashes and goes down, chances are they're still going to continue paying their dividend, and that's solid. They take a bunch of different factors. It's a very, very complex system to get to this score, and 98 out of 100 is phenomenal. Now, also their EPR, or their earnings payout ratio, is at 36%. And for heavy equipment makers, you want to look for something that is 40% or below, okay? So they are at 36%. And the other thing is their cash payout ratio is sitting at 32%. And that is also something you should be looking at, 40% or below. Now, the other thing is their return, or their sales growth rather, is 8%. Anything between 3 to 7% is really good. And their return on equity is 31%, which is phenomenal. You want a return on equity that is about mid-teens. That's super solid. For something that is 31%, that's really good. So that's what I did. And now, after I buy a stock, this is what I typically do. I open up my spreadsheet, and you guys could use your own, but I open up my spreadsheet, I plug in some data, just the ticker symbol basically, how many shares I bought at what price, and everything automatically gets populated and filled in. So let's do that right now. Okay, so after I purchase the stock, this is what I do. I plug it into my spreadsheet to track everything and make sense of all the data, and then see how much my income has increased. So go ahead and open up your favorite dividend tracker, whatever you guys use. I use my own. Find it on Patreon. So go ahead and alphabetically organize it. So I'm gonna put add row above CNP, because LMNOP, right? So add row above. Now I have a pretty big portfolio, so it's gonna take a while for my portfolio to load everything. Yours is gonna be hopefully much quicker. And I'm gonna put the symbol as CMI, right? That's obviously the stock ticker symbol. And the share amount as 3. So we'll go ahead and hit 3. And then we're gonna calculate the buy price. So go ahead and hit tab. And my buy price was $450. What am I saying? $450 was this total, but you want to put the single stock price, which was $149.96. So there we go, and hit tab, and everything else will be automatically populated for you, so I can check immediately that the annual income from that purchase is going to yield me $15.72, which is awesome. And then if I go into dividends received, I can now plug in my July income. Now, as you guys can see, my July income is actually $484.07, which you're thinking to yourself, well, why not $1,700 like you showed in the video? Well, actually, that $1,700, $1,200 of which came in the form of dividend raises. So it's not actually a cash payout, but it's as good as if I received the cash and invested it back into my portfolio. So I still count it, but for the sake of keeping things simple to understand, I keep things just purely from the cash payout alone, based on what my portfolio generates. So in this case, that is $484.07 if I was to add up all the dividend increases. And then that also gives me an automatic little bar, this little blue bar in July, and I can compare it from my last few years. And if you guys can see, my July income was actually $425.05, which is a difference of exactly $60. So if I was to take $60, for example, so $60, and divide it by my 2018 value, which is 425, and hit equals, and then times it by 100 or move the decimal over twice, that would give me 14%. So my income just organically has grown 14% from last July. That's pretty phenomenal, and I hope you guys can see just how inspiring this is, just to see these numbers. And look at the beauty of these graphs. You can see every single month trends higher and higher for the most part, and that's what it should do. And now you guys can see I'm building this year. It's gonna be exciting to compare, 2020 compared to 2019, and then, I don't know, just seeing this numbers, these things out in front of my face, I can see like, oh great, this is growing. This helps me anyway, and I hope it helps you too. Now, just to provide you with some context, this is going to blow your mind. Take a look. So we just spent $450 on CMI. That adds roughly $15 to my yearly income, which is great. However, just for the month of July, guys, I got $43 of dividend raises from several different companies. Now, $43 is the same as having invested not $450 at 3.5% like I just did, but $1,230 into a stock that yields 3.5%. And I got this $1,230 extra just for doing nothing, just from dividend raises alone, from the money that I spent and that I saved and invested in my early 20s. That is $1,230 that I don't have to worry about now because I just got it for the month of July. I hope you find this useful and inspiring, because I do, and I have some comments sometimes like, well, if I had $100,000, I wouldn't be here. Well, I'm here, and I did nothing special. I'm a college dropout, and I started my job at just $12 an hour, and all I did was save and invest that money into these stocks that I do in these videos, and that's the result. Guys, this is my 50th video, and I never thought that posting my first few videos that my depression and self-doubt would let me get this far, but here we are, 50 videos later. Thank you guys so much for sticking through with me, and I hope you find this inspiring. So share it with all your guys' friends, and smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Love you, peace out. All right, now I'm here in this room. This is before it's been fixated. I'm not really British, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But this is the beginning of it all. This is before my YouTube channel. I am sitting here alone, actually with my friend Angela over here. Yep. And my girlfriend and him are actually forcing me to start producing content, to start vlogging, getting more comfortable, because this is a whole challenge for me. And I don't even know why I'm talking about this anymore. And this is kind of the beginning of it all. Now I really have no excuse because I have all of the equipment. I have the room that's about to be ready in about a week. And I have a year's worth of content written up. I have set some goals for myself. And now I just have to do it. So this is kind of documenting my journey from the start of it all. This is where it starts.
Oh look, it's yourself.